following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
But this one would have your name on it.
If I get CC'd a copy of this, you are in trouble, but...
It's Mac's fine work. I'm just advertising it.
I think we call that illegal distribution.
Wouldn't download a minute.
I was going to sell that to Hollywood, you bastard! Now everyone has a copy!
Who knows, Ian? Maybe this is my next
Netflix's
movie.
Light Brigade.
Dark Brigade, more like.
Just a bunch of fat lesbians fisting each other in the penises they have.
Brokeback Brigade.
This pudding tastes real good.
You know, my daddy told us to never be afraid of our weakness.
Meanwhile, in the Pelican...
Gonna fix that wiener, gonna fist it right. Gonna buy a double-legged glove, cause that wiener's tight.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Garrett's just got a cloth and is sitting there polishing the bonnet of the...
Of the very scratched up, hard-worn one.
He doesn't see that.
Hey,
how long's the journey gonna be?
You don't know. You're leaving now and are expected to arrive in the morning.
Wait.
Wait, you don't know where Kansas is in relationship to Nevada.
I don't know how
And you
fast the
call him-
Pelican is.
Wait, I want the prettiest, best conditioned car we can get because hearts and minds and people seeing our vehicle.
Yeah, so this one, that's this. Because the others are flaming reds for some reason.
Couldn't put out the fire.
Related to the fire?
No. Apparently, someone superglued the handbrakes open.
I know if I would have done that.
So it was you that allegedly started that there fire. It wasn't always burning.
No, different fire, different fire. Mac will write the next chapter of his Light Brigade.
Then a young, fresh out of the academy officer I say, hello, Vanguard².
Hello. Hey, sup?
Sir, are you accompanying us on the mission?
I'm Lieutenant Ball. I'm your command and control officer for this mission. Don't worry. Oh, of course, yes.
How much closed interior music's just going...
Well, let's get going. What?
Yes. Officers first.
Get inside the interior compartment with them, and away you go into the air. Soaring so high in the clear blue sky. I say, it's a little bumpy, isn't it?
If you say so, sir.
Tell me, how many missions have you been on? Oh, I've been a part of 6 Minuteman actions. Simulated.
Ah.
Click. Kurt, did you want me to throw him out?
If I thought it was possible to leave him behind, I would have...
Oh, can someone pass me the 6-1 sheet? I don't... In front of me, I'm getting it from you.
Is this before or after random trip to China? Because Vanguard²...
This is before.
Right.
That has not happened. Which implies you're going to survive, by the way. So I wouldn't worry about you during this mission. Butts. The new butts are on point.
Side butt.
What do you say now that Ruth Bader Ginsburg is dead?
Oh, that's just between us.
Oh.
Yeah. No one else is invited to the Ruth Bader Ginsburg party.
Yeah, I don't like hanging out in molds.
Not bad.
They're chill.
Nice. Occasionally, the corpses make noise.
At least they're just trying to peek every now and then.
Gripped his wheels firmly in her fingers.
Oh, she also has armor on. Neat.
But kept her alive.
I'm
that
guessing
time.
everyone has that except for you, because you've got the active camera.
I do not, but I have the other
Yeah,
thing.
you got rocket actually.
Server overload, I think it is.
I don't know
Oh,
if
no,
Han
that thing's
does.
broken strong.
Yeah,
Oh no, Han definitely does. right?
it's broken, but burns is
Han has blast pad.
No, it burns me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't damage the suit. It's because I like.
No. We establish it does damage the suit because.
Oh yeah, it temporarily damages the suit.
Yeah. Right.
Well, that and Mother was pissed at you for damaging her suit.
But to be fair though, you did save the world.
Yep.
So.
I think I was on like 14 wounds.
He wasn't as in bad at books as what the fuck did you do to my suit that Han was.
Or at least they're coming back with like a quarter of the suit left. Breaching lasers are very effective against the armor, it turns out.
Feels warm, kind of nice.
And you can keep. You know how to do the piloting thing.
Don't
So
worry,
if they
I'm
give
fully
us any,
qualified either.
if they give us any telemetry
Graduated
or
third in my class. Kelty, you sure you don't want me to throw him out?
Someone had like driving as like the thing, right? Was that you?
I think we all uniformly could drive,
can.
but the other guys had like tank driving
Yeah,
and stuff
right.
like that.
6-1 has vehicles 3 driving and Zeppelin piloting.
Zeppelin piloting.
Yeah.
I've got vehicles 10 and driving and repair.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I got
So you've got like
vehicles three
regular
driving, yeah.
vehicle driving because I have driving and flying vehicles.
I have vehicles 3.
I piloted the tank the last time.
Yeah, I got
Jet
vehicles
attack.
3
That was
plus 8 includes driving and repair. So the only thing I'm doing is Flyboy is if we get any interest on drop points and telemetry and stuff like that from
Okay. Right, so you fly 2 states over, and you drop down in a town called Hutchinson, at Hutchinson Regional Airport. So your back end drops open as you're coming in. Fortunately, you're all Minutemen, so you're just super stable. It's a Hutchinson Regional Airport.
Do we have to
international?
Do we have to stop that random dude from like falling over?
He's strapped into he's the one using the belts. He's just like, oh, right, that's a little unsafe, don't you think?
At least they're just standing there.
Belt will trap you if you need to jump.
Good!
whump hit ground and it's just like assist.
Okay, so there's a, there's a couple of Piper Cubs and helicopters, a small regional airport. There's some like maintenance stuff, just like, it's like a sheriff's department, a couple of cars over there with like a waiting, fussy-looking mare.
It's all for display. Like we're like in public mode, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like march out and file, turn, salute, and wait. Yeah.
As some assembled lucky swings like, ooh. And then your vehicle goes like,
That's after you wait 5 minutes for it to settle because it's a warhog and it'll do this for like.
I'm going to say we're going to put the remote thing in your gear so you can just like look at it and it will do what you want, including like turn on.
Oh, then Kurt will do nothing in his head.
He just minds it.
He's just pretending to be
Just,
less.
yeah, the engine just kicks on and it just goes like.
Can be relatable to the public.
And then because this isn't the fucking 343 Industries Halo style vehicle, it doesn't sound like a 10cc motor. Fucking Warhogs don't sound like that, retards.
The what buggy does.
Your officer will go over there. starting to talk with the city officials for what seems like a very long time.
Meanwhile, standing there, it's like, I didn't plan out a seat for him.
2 of us hang off the side.
Mac's got enough room in his lab.
I'm going to be
Ideally,
standing on the back.
Mac's got enough room in his lab.
Labs don't exist when you're standing.
The officer comes back. Well, lads. I'm one of the boys, aren't I? Yes. He doesn't say these things with that attitude. I'm not a good actor, so. Well, we've got Sheriff's escort out to Buhler. Now they sent a telegram out there and haven't had any response back. So I'm going to be riding with the sheriff up front, so I can be in front of the of the M12 LRV forced deployment vehicle, so I can scope out the zone and get all tactical.
Sir, I would recommend following.
Well, I'm the officer here, so I think I know a little bit more than you, son.
Very well.
Yes, of course. I still have many ways of killing him. He is an impediment.
strike that from recording.
Her memory is invisible. Well.
So be it, sir.
Gets out. Polish. Oh, there we go. Right. Now, best foot forward, everyone.
Sir, seeing as you're handling communications with the locals, can we get a hard copy of the local map just to make sure that we don't...
Good thinking, Kurt. Of course. Important. I am important.
We have an ATV if we have to go off-road. I'd rather know what the local trails are doing.
Come back with the map you have been provided. So you'll get on board your Puma.
But we look cool while doing it.
Okay, but how are you distributing yourselves?
Kurt's going to be doing that high kneel stand thing in the shotgun position.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
I am driving.
I'm on the back.
I really should have dusted that off and pulled it out because I'm quite pleased with that.
That does look real cool.
Yeah, and it's a model from before they ruined them and made them look more like regular Jeeps with a 10cc motor.
We just don't talk about that.
Yeah, so Alexa just has to say how she wants to fit onto the thing. Standing on a side guy or kneeling beside Mac like a...
I was thinking you're off the back beside Mac so I could chat to him about his fanfic while we drive.
Who's driving? Ah, okay.
There's just 6-1.
She can probably fit in the back beside
On the other side of
so
Mac.
long as you let her know before you need to do any major swiveling or shooting so she can bail out.
I was literally going to just have that covered. It was just like you guys need like a safe word or something for if Mac needs to reverse left.
Pineapple.
Mac is so slow. I would be
Hey.
able to know.
Pineapple it is. I'd never say that word otherwise.
Pineapple, and I'm not Welsh. Sorry, I'm a little defensive.
What's a Welsh?
Probably some kind of communist.
Checks
Make
out.
you lines, I swear. Well, you pull out and there's, oh god, there's civilians everywhere. It's like almost like the mirror's using this for some kind of political end.
Smile and wave, boys.
I'll play on. I'll do the arm outstretched, hanging off the side, waving. Pull myself back in when I realise that the roads probably aren't quite wide enough to entertain that.
Kurt will initially salute, but then he's going to be like, Matt. Whoa.
I wish I brought an American flag with me.
You didn't?
There's one in the trunk.
There's always one in the trunk.
You never know when we might need to claim something.
You never need to claim some new territory.
Beat those cherries!
Might get sent to Canada.
Down with communism!
I like the way these people think.
Death to mutants.
Yeah.
That's the sound of patriotism. Small town patriot America.
Place born in the USA across the
Click, click.
Is your character aware of how anti-American
No.
system that song is?
No.
Thing.
So
We'll all be ignorant to that. We all think it's great and pro-American.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be proud of being born in the USA?
Greatest country in the world.
In my setting, that's true. And actually, probably still is.
Not that I've been anywhere else, but I don't want to because America's just
You've
so
been
much
to
better.
tons of other countries and met interesting people and
You
killed
killed
them.
them.
There's no one to make them fried chicken in there.
Shit, you've been outside of this dimension.
Yeah, that
Yeah, but
place
that's
sucks.
not another country. And that place did suck.
That place is worse than Russia.
How would you know?
Hey,
It's a good point. We didn't go to another country. We went to Alaska.
The freak state.
Free state.
We just don't talk about the incident, the Arctic base.
Right, so you shooting anyone as you head out towards Sandhill State Park?
Are there people to shoot?
Yes, there's people everywhere.
Yeah, but how many of them look like communists?
What's a communist look like?
Oh, he's got one of those fur hats with the earmuffs.
So he's a Canadian.
No, there's the
Yeah,
specific,
they both start
there's
with C.
the Russian one. Got a red star on the center, the front and center of the hat.
You don't see anyone like
Oh,
that.
and thus
Okay.
they have no food.
Very few people. with
Then
food.
I'm not shooting anybody if I don't see anybody specifically like that.
no, I'm just pretending to look at my lap and looking for anybody that's like running away to a phone or anything stupid like that.
Although if we get to Buhler, if I see anybody that looks like Matthew Broderick, I'm so shooting them.
Okay.
Oh man, the Broderick family's fucked.
Well, your guide card like stops for some photo opportunities with the press and fellow students gather around.
I will pose with students.
These are the kids from our fine elementary school. I'm the politician. I know I sound like a girl, but I'm still this smart. That's not normal anyway. You should be used to it by now. Everyone sounds the same. Admit it, you all know I stopped talking about it all the time.
Yeah, that sounds like the average politician.
Oh wait, the kids. Is it what, Becky? Beer.
Well, he's cool and like us.
It's how I relate to the children.
I'm gonna lower Veronica and let kids grapple onto the barrel and then lift them off the ground for photo shoots. Because that's America right there.
Fuck yeah.
Breaks with like that and they're angled. I don't know. I don't quite know what it would do for a Gatling gun, but there it is. Oh Lord. Eventually, you're able to get back on your mission after having it subverted by a local schmooze, having learned nothing and not noticed the child hiding on the poop.
There is no way we wouldn't notice that.
Yes, there is. The children are very sneaky.
No, they are
One of
not.
them have
Unless
made a roll.
the kid is like Cape Fearing this shit.
Do you want a perception check? Like,
I mean, I don't want one.
we'd all have to roll ones to fail this, right? Like, plus 12.
Why don't you just say you take 10?
17.
I always thought that was, but
Okay. Hey.
17 as well.
We all roll.
15.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, yeah, no, right. Did any of you get over 20?
Oh, nope, stop. No, one shy with it. Turns out mine was 19. It's perception 10 plus 12.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Well, the old man might have swim the kid.
25.
Yes, there is a small child clinging to the back of Mac's ammo pack.
Mac?
He's got a little loose hair and a little plaster right there.
I like that. It's the one place
Mac?
you can hide.
Yeah?
Cute new accessory you have there.
Huh?
Oh.
What are you trying? I can't really see behind myself.
Ladies,
6-1 would just be like,
This is 36 Street.
adorable little mate, isn't he?
my name's Gregory. Just wanted to go with you.
That procedure is not advised.
Well, someday, after you have done extensive military training, you too can be a Minuteman.
Looks down at the screen.
What do you think is in front of the map? Script note.
I open up my chest cavity and Gregory can crawl inside me and then take control of me.
Thank you,
What's
RC.
going on here?
Push the cube into my chest.
No, I don't do that.
And you can get you some new hands so you can tear down cyclone fences. Just like your pal, Monty. Yes, just like Monty.
What's wrong with regular fences? Why do we need...
Well, because there has to be an arbitrary gate to prevent you exploring the end zones before.
I see.
Not that I can play that game, Windows 10 for no good reason.
Oh, well, surely we could take him down to the end of the road at least.
But he's just going to put him off the Jeep.
Oh, I guess not.
While it's moving? Or do we discover...
We're not moving very fast.
We're like rolling very slow.
We're effectively in a parade, I feel like.
Well, anyway, so he is absorbed back into the crowds and eventually goes off to his cardboard box to sleep.
It's better than being dead if he comes
What
with
kind of
us.
America is this?
The kind with large pizza franchise that definitely is going to be getting at Derek at some point. Oh man, isn't your character the one who's afraid of the animatronics?
Hashtag,
He got spooked and now thinks he's afraid of them.
hashtag Pizzagate.
No, this isn't about hookers and blow.
The White House needs 500 hot
Hashtag
dogs.
Derek has bastard friends.
Sausage party. Anyway, you head out into the countryside and drive. Eventually, you see one of those water towers. It's in trees and idyllic settings. Farmland is passing you. The little sign says, "Welcome to Buhler."
This is what we're fighting for.
Actually, by this time, Kurt will probably have helmet under his arm and be smoking because we've been driving for 15, 20 minutes and he hasn't smoked anything.
I'm amazed you aren't playing some kind of multi-toby rock and roll.
I like this place.
Riding along in my automobile.
No, wait, it's time to gather intel. Local radio stations.
Ah,
Actually, because it's under my arm.
I'm going to find out the glow cloud moved here.
This is K-Rock, because there's a K-Rock absolutely everywhere.
Crocs.
I don't have the radio station here. Oh well, I guess we don't need it. Anyway, so what you get is you find two stations. One station is seems to be a state broadcaster, and it's currently playing Dolly Parton music.
Ooh, good.
And the other one is just
I'll be piping that into my. Well, I suppose both my ladies at the back, because they don't really have much of a view and nothing to. It's like assess, figure out what this is.
Sounds like
No, I can't bother Mac. He's on the gun. He has to be ready like a cat, like a puma cat, to slaughter anybody that would get in our way.
sounds mostly like static, but there's something else in there every now and again. I'll keep an ear to it.
And you can't bother Jason because he's
The
driving.
officer kind of... I'm to pay no attention to it. It's probably just some garbage local broadcast. They can't know what they're doing with the radio all the way out here. I'm told they're pretty backwards.
Well, they did descend from Russian, sir.
Well, there you go. Russians don't know about radio.
I like that logic, sir.
One wonders how they even hindered America.
Have one of those sneezes that hurts every part of your body?
Shoulder? Yeah, that's fine. I'll be fine.
Doesn't sound like it. Sounds like you're fucked. As you roll further into town, and you see bodies.
6-1. Get
There's,
up.
there's an army jeep. Just pulled over to the side of the road.
Hand signal up to stop, and it's just going to be 6-1. Do you want to disembark here?
Water tower.
Okay, that looked fun.
So we can calm the... Because he's still in front of us, right?
He's stopped. Obviously alarmed. He noticed this after you, by the way.
Right.
You guys want to check it out? I'll keep you covered, boss.
You guys should check it out.
Jason-
Max, stay on the Puma.
Jason, Max, stay
Yeah.
with. We got a big gun,
Yes,
and
sir.
the ability to move it is key. Alexa, you're with me.
Copy that, Kurt.
Well, disembark, and so one of us approaches, go left side of the police car, one goes right side and push up.
There's a lot of the bodies here. I can count 102 within visual area.
Do we hit any of the bodies before the Jeep?
Yes.
I'll try to turn them over and get a quick assessment of maybe what murdered them.
Bullets.
What's just bullets? Small caliber?
Yeah.
US Army issue?
Yes.
Which way did the blood splatter go out so we can...
Away from the jeep.
So they were shot from that direction.
So it looks like they approached the jeep. The personnel on the jeep might have fired at them as they were coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to approach the Jeep and assess the front of it, just to see if it's damaged or
Perfectly
ran.
fine. Covered in blood.
As we approach.
Dried old blood.
No bodies in it?
No.
None of the bodies look like army personnel, or
They look like civilians. There's a couple of kids there. All of them with like bullet destruction.
Any of them armed?
Walk around the
One
side.
of them had, and not too far from them, had a hockey stick.
Walk around the side of the thing. Are there,
A field hockey stick.
are
Not ice
there
hockey,
shell
it is.
casings in the Jeep?
Yes.
I was going to say, shooting back at an ice hockey player is fair game.
That's a legal murder.
Report. What's going on? You can also hear sounds of like, get more men out of here. This is a massacre. Oh, sorry, you got to calm down. We're putting this under a military lockdown, which means you can't go anywhere, Sheriff. God, this is unconstitutional. What's going on here?
You want to report back to him, or...?
Son, you were talking to Deputy Sheriff Buford T. Kistribble. You know who my daddy is? Sir, I'm sure I don't care right now.
Alexa,
But maybe we could use some extra
Alexa,
sheriffs, man.
look for... Try and figure out who was in and driving and using this thing. I'm going to go have a conversation with our escort.
So I'll do a quick check in the vehicle. Any full-on dog tags, passports, IDs, check the glove box.
The glove box has a United States Army issue map, a pair of field binoculars, which would be worthless to you.
With your sensors 11.
Yeah.
is the vehicle running?
No.
Well, we don't need to go...
Red, check to see if the vehicle can turn over.
Gas gauge?
Empty.
Out of gas.
Battery. Dead. It has, after all, been here for some time.
So it was left
These
running.
corpses, by the way, are not fresh.
Yeah.
There's papers and garbage and leaves everywhere. The leaves are starting to turn, of course, being March.
Shell casings in and about the Jeep.
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm going to march up on the argument.
Maybe, you get there in time for you overhear your officer, Officer Bulb, being I guess we could use some additional sheriffsmen. There, good. You seen sense. Get some deputies out here. We can lock down the area. Make sure whoever did this.
Sir, I'm afraid this is now a martial matter. I'm completely behind you bringing in your deputies.
No. Hang on a minute, Kurt. I think.